adding and subtracting polynomials, and here I've got problem 28, and I think one of your biggest enemies when you're trying to simplify these expressions is just laziness. It just takes a while. Like this problem here, I couldn't even write it on one line. It's so long. And what we need to do first is sort of like get rid of these parentheses. That's going to be my first step. And like so right here, if I just look at this first one right here, that's basically like the parentheses don't really do anything, except they just group those terms together, but like I don't need them because there's no minus sign out in front. If there's a minus sign out in front, then I have to change things, but because there's not, I'm just going to rewrite that. I'm just going to rewrite it as 12a squared minus 23ab minus 6b squared. And here I have the same thing. If that was a minus sign, I would have to do something besides just remove the parentheses. But because there's no minus sign there, I can just rewrite this. This would be like plus 4a squared minus b squared. Doesn't change. But here, now when I've got to one of these expressions where there's a minus sign out in front of the parentheses, I've got to basically distribute that to every term. So this will become a minus 3a squared minus 2ab minus b squared. And then I'm going to have to do the same thing with this over here. Now there's a minus sign out in front of the parentheses, and so I'm going to have to distribute that. So it's going to be like a negative a squared, a minus ab, a minus b squared. Okay, so there's step one. I've dropped all the parentheses. Now what I want to do is group everything together that has a like term. So I'll start with the a squared here. Like I got 12a squared. Okay. What else has just a squared? That? No. That? No. This? Yes. So that's plus 4a squared. And what I'm going to do now, just to make things simple, is I'm going to cross that out. I'm going to cross that out because I've got it right there. Okay, moving along. B squared? Nope. Minus 3a squared. There's another one. Minus 3a squared. Okay, so I've got that. Got that a squared. Is that an a squared? No. That an a squared? No. Is this an a squared? Yes. So it's minus a squared. Alright, and now I'm done with all the a squareds. I've got them all. And they're all right next to each other. So next I'll just move on to the ab's. So I got minus 23ab. That's not an AB, not an AB, but there's an AB, minus 2AB. Minus B squared, nope. Minus AB, yep. Okay, so now I'm done with all the ABs. Now all I've got left is minus 6B squared. Okay, minus b squared. Right, oh, whoops, right there, minus b squared. Minus b squared. Minus b squared. And now I've gotten all my b squareds. Now I've gotten everything, and they're all arranged so that I can just focus on one block at a time, like I'll focus on the a squareds and simplify that block first. Now all I'm doing at this point is just adding and subtracting numbers, right? This is like 12 plus 4 minus 3 minus 1, right? Because a minus a squared, that's just 1a squared. It's 12 plus 4 minus 3 minus 1. Well, 12 and 4, that gives me 16, right? 16 minus 3 gives me 13, minus 1 gives me 12. So I've got 12a squared. All right, now I'm going to move on to this, so I'm done with this block. Sorry, the focus is really... Let me see if I can fix the focus here. All right. Moving on to the next block. These are all ABs, right? So I can just focus on this crew here. And again, this is going to be like minus 23, minus 2, minus 1, right? Because that right there, it's like 1AB, right? So minus 23 minus 2, that's going to be a negative 25. Negative 25 minus 1 is going to be a minus 26 AB. Alright, now I've got all of these guys, all the ABs are taken care of. And all I have left is just 6b squared minus b squared minus b squared minus b squared. And this is basically just minus 6 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1, right? And hopefully you can look at that and say, okay, well, negative 6 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 is going to be a minus 9, so it's a minus 9b squared. So there's the correct answer for 28, and that took about a little over 5 minutes to do this one problem. There's nothing about it, there's nothing about any individual step that's that difficult to do. It's just taking the time to make sure you're doing the steps correct.